Hello dear students, welcome back to your English class. I hope that you all are fit and fine at home and watching the video lessons regularly, right? So students, in this class we are going to learn pronouns. So now let's first understand what do you mean by a pronoun. A pronoun replaces noun in a sentence. It means we use pronoun in place of noun to avoid repetition of noun. Clear students? Now, students, in this chapter we are going to read about 10 pronouns. Okay, they are personal pronoun, possessive pronouns, reflexive, emphatic, demonstrative, distributive, indefinite, interrogative, relative, reciprocal pronoun. Okay, so these all are the 10 pronouns which we will read in this chapter. But in today's class, we are just going to cover top 5 pronouns. So now, without wasting time, let's get started with the first kind of pronoun, that is personal pronoun. So, personal pronouns are those that stand for people and things. So there are two kinds of personal pronoun. They are subject and object. I, you, he, she, it. We, you, they are the subject, whereas me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them are the object. Clear? If I say I like mango, here I is the subject. Clear? But if I say she likes me, so here me is the object. Okay, so this is how you have to use subjective case and objective case in the sentence. You can't say as she likes I, right? So now moving to the next pronoun, that is possessive pronouns. So the word possessive itself says possession, right? So these pronouns show the possession or ownership. They tell us that the object or a thing belongs to whom. So let's take some example. This is my picture. So picture belongs to whom? Picture belongs to me, right? So the next is she is enjoying his eyes drop. Sam is enjoying his eyes drop. Its mouth is very big. These are your shoes. They are listening to their teacher. So the highlighted words are the possessive pronouns, as they are telling the ownership, as they are telling the possession. Okay, my, your, his, her, its, are, their. These are the some possessive pronouns. Clear? If you want to tell anything that belongs to you, you can say that it belongs to me, right? So students, the next one is reflexive pronoun. So what do you mean by reflexive pronoun? These pronouns indicate that object of the verb is the same as the subject. It means the subject and object belongs to the same person, uses for the same person. I cut myself. Here, I is the subject and myself is the object. Okay, it is used for the same person, right? So, reflexive pronoun of I is myself. Okay, so if you want to make reflexive pronoun, you can just add self to all the possessive pronouns, right? So now students, you can see some reflexive pronoun: himself, herself, itself, yourself, themselves. Okay, so these are the some reflexive pronouns. Clear students? Now let's move forward and understand emphatic pronoun. Students, before going to the emphatic pronoun, let me tell you that the emphatic pronouns are same like a reflexive pronoun. They are also having self at last. Clear? But these pronouns are used for the sake of emphasis. Means if we want to emphasis on a noun or a pronoun, we use emphatic pronoun. Myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself, oneself. These are the some emphatic pronoun. Now students, you might be thinking they both are same. Then what is the major difference between both of them? Don't be confused. Let me tell you that what is the difference between emphatic pronoun and reflexive pronoun. Okay, so now we use reflexive pronouns in sentence where the subject and object of the verb are the same thing. I cut myself. So I cut myself. I is the subject. Myself is the object, which is the subject only. Which is used for the subject only, right? So we also use them in the same way after a verb plus preposition. So I am annoyed with myself. So you can say that reflexive pronouns are used after the verb and sometimes after a verb plus preposition. You can see cut is the verb, whereas myself, then myself is used. Okay, so now let's read about the emphatic pronouns. Emphatic pronouns are used to emphasize a noun or pronoun. Okay, they don't really change the meaning of the sentence. It means if you will not add emphatic pronoun or if you will remove the emphatic pronoun from the sentence, the meaning of the sentence will not be changed. Clear? Now, they are usually placed after the noun or pronoun. This is the very important thing, students, to note. So, they are used after the noun or a pronoun. Okay, the king himself gave it to me. So, the king is the noun. We have used himself after the king, means the noun. It means it is an emphatic pronoun because it is emphasizing the noun, that is the king. Clear? But if we will remove himself from this sentence, the meaning of the sentence will not be changed. The king gave it to me. You can see that the meaning of the sentence is not changed in the sentence. Right. Now, demonstrative pronouns. What do you mean by demonstrative pronouns? These pronouns represent a noun and expresses its position as far or near. Okay, this, that, these, those are the demonstrative pronoun. We use this and that for the singular thing. We use these and those for the plural things. This is used for near, that is used for far. Similarly, these is used for near, those is used for far. Clear? So, we have done with all 5 kinds of pronouns today. We'll continue with other 5 kinds of pronoun in the next class. So I hope the things which I have taught you today is clear to you. But students, if you still find any doubt, I have tried hard to clear everything. But still you have any doubt, you can ask me freely through WhatsApp, or you can also call me. Okay, we'll meet in the next class. Till then, stay home, stay safe, be happy. Bye-bye.